Alright, hello, welcome. This is going to be a video, of course, talking about the outer dungeons and my top 5 of those outer dungeons. Now, I will not be talking about the DLC dungeons, nor will I actually be talking about the dungeons where you face off against a big enemy like Garurumon or Agumon. So, we'll just leave those at that. Number 5 is, of course, going to be Speed is Victory. I do not like it. It has clunky controls. You have to buy a pass to get into it, which is ridiculous on top of it, because I think they cost like 1,000 each. But at the same time, they're easy enough, but it's just an extra layer of getting into it that you don't really necessarily need. And like I said, the controls are clunky. You move left and right with the Pac-Mon. You get Digimeat to move faster. All the races are 3 laps besides the first one with the Lalamon, which is only 2. But in general, I personally didn't like it, and it's by far at the bottom. Number 4 is, of course, going to be Survive Till the End. Now, Survive Till the End isn't necessarily a bad minigame, it's more of a boring minigame, mostly because of the fact that you're just standing in the middle of just one of the outer dungeons, and you're basically just GG attacking anything that comes your way. Now, it's not terrible, but at the same time, like I said, it's very boring. You just turn around, you press R2, you destroy a Digimon, and you just keep moving on. Some of these sort of come later in the game as well, so I found one like super late in the game, and I already had like Ultimates and Megas, so I was just clicking R2, destroying any Digimon that came my way. And even in this one, the final boss was a Platinum Sukamon. You literally just click R2 and it's like, oh, congratulations, you're done. Like I said, I did not enjoy that one either, but at least it gives you something instead of Speed is Victory, which is very annoying. It actually actively takes away your yen. Number 3 is, of course, going to be Protect the Digimeat. Now, Protect the Digimeat isn't necessarily a worse one than Speed is Victory, or, of course, with the same thing as Survive to the End. But at least it has some interesting things where all you have to do is actually defeat the Digimon straight ahead and protect the Digimeat. Now, they do have various different speeds. You can see the Galmon, the Mudfrigimon, the Dorimon. They all have different speeds that you could actually adjust, or they actually adjust, depending on their weight. But again, it is just a Digi-Attack simulator. You do get a little bit more EXP and yen from this one, but at the same time, it's basically effectively the same thing as Survive to the End, but you have a huge area, and again, the Digimon actually are actively trying to get ahead of you instead of heading straight towards you, except sometimes the Galmon. Number 2 is Fight the Ultimate Digimon. Now, Fight the Ultimate Digimon is, well, as it says on the tin. You face a rookie, you face a champion, and then you face from a selection of 4 ultimates on either side. You get marks of mastery, and those marks of mastery can be used to get the treasure that is next to the Digivice at the beginning. Now, unfortunately, it is behind the time attack one, mostly because of the fact that it is so repetitive that you have to keep going through it over and over and over again to get marks of mastery, to get any of those treasures, instead of doing a one-and-done deal like some of them with the Digimeat, preventing yourself from getting Digi-attacked, and the same thing as Survive to the End without getting preventively Digi-attacked. So, it's kind of weird, but again, it is a little bit more fun because of the fact that, again, it is actual battles that you're doing. Like, you're actually participating in battles, and you're actually getting yen and all this other stuff. So, I like it a lot more, but again, it's, again, sort of just the, oh, you defeated Digimon, congratulations, you get Mark of Mastery, but you have to keep doing it over and over again if you want to get those treasures. And number 1, as you probably have guessed, is, of course, the Time Attack Challenge. Now, the Time Attack Challenge is interesting in the fact that you have to face either a champion, an ultimate, or a mega at the end of the Time Attack Challenge. Now, the way that works is when you run through, you have to Digi-attack all of the Digimon in front of you, or you can face them if you want. But if you face them, you risk actually running out of time because of the fact that there is a timer in the background, I believe it's somewhere around 2 minutes, where you have to defeat the Digimon at the end of the dungeon. And if you defeat the Digimon at the end of the dungeon, you most likely will get that Digimon. So, like, for example, if you defeat Time Attack Challenge 4, you'll get the all-powerful Tyrant Kabuterimon, which is by far one of my personal favorites, and it will actually help you destroy the entire game as it becomes level 60 straight away. So, that's why I personally like it, because, again, it gives you the Digimon that you actually face off against, and it's actually really cool what Digimon you can actually get from that. But in general, I just have more fun with it because, again, you're a little bit more refresher on that one.